Hey everyone, my name is Juliana Omakeke, but you can call me Juju, and I make singing videos, I make motivational speaking videos, and I'm an artist, singer, songwriter, and actor based in LA. I have been gone for a while. I've taken a huge break from making YouTube videos. I've been so busy with work. I've been on the go for the last few weeks. And I finally was able to take a break and pause and stop myself and prioritize the things that I love and taking a break and getting rest and healing. And that brought me to the idea for this video. So this video, I'm going to be going over 3 life lessons that will drastically improve your life in your 20s once you get these 3 things down and once you really make a conscious effort to incorporate these 3 lessons into your life first and foremost. And if you see me looking down, don't mind me. I have notes down here, so I might be looking down for a little bit, but I'm just going to be going over these 3 life lessons that I really learned throughout my 20s and what I'm learning right now. And these 3 things just never go away. Like, I'm always reminded of these things. And when I stick to these things, I feel so much better. So number 1, the world will not stop, but you can. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take time off to prioritize your health and your mental health and whatever you like to do. In fact, you should make time for that every single day. There's so many things going on in the world constantly, and people will try to convince you that there's not enough time to slow down and you have to keep going, and you have to keep hustling, you have to keep working because bills got to get paid. This needs to be done. This responsibility is here. This responsibility is there. And that might all be true, but the world is going to keep moving regardless of if you're in the machine or not. So if you take a break, you take one day off, you take a sick day, you sleep, you relax, the world is still going to keep going. Everything's not going to collapse just because you decided to take a break. And we're humans. We're not machines. We need rest. We need rejuvenation. We need water. We need to come back to ourselves and to relax and to meditate and do the things that will make us healthy, or else we're just going to burn out. So that's the most important thing. The world can keep on going, but you can take a break. You can stop. You can notice and realize when you've had enough, and you can incorporate breaks and take time for yourself and really prioritize, doing the things that bring you back to relaxation so you're not completely burnt out and you just don't run yourself ragged. Your job is not worth falling sick over. If you fall sick and you're not able to work anymore, they're just going to replace you. So you might as well keep up with your physical health and keep up with your mental health while doing the things you have to do or while tending to your responsibilities as much as you can. Because if something happens to you, they're going to get someone to replace you and things are going to keep on going. So don't feel like you have to keep running like a hamster wheel and keep running in this rat race. Don't feel like you have to be a participant of that, because regardless, the world's going to keep going. So you can rest, you can relax, you can take a break. And for me, I just went through this in my own personal life. Like I said before, I was working so many jobs and I was so busy with work that I forgot this. And I was just running that I didn't have time to film a YouTube video. And I felt like I was losing time. And I didn't have enough time to do the things that I actually enjoyed, like singing, art, writing, creating, hanging out with friends, talking to family. I felt like I didn't have time for that. But in reality, you have to make time for the things that you love, and you have to make time for the things that bring you energy and joy, because, you can set the tone. You don't have to give all your energy to a job or give all your energy to your responsibilities. You can balance it out and you can make time. So that's something that I was struggling with. I was working so much to the point where my body told me, you need to take a break. You need to slow down. I was working 3 jobs and I had to let some of that go so I could free up time and relax and really take control of my life again. So that's very important. Number 1, the world will not stop, but you can. Number 2, always listen to your body and your intuition. The great thing about being an adult is you get to make the rules. You get to set your own boundaries. You get to decide what you want to do with your time. If you don't want to do something, you don't have to. You get to decide what job you want to go into, what career you want to have. You get to decide the friends you want to hang out with. Everything is up to you. And that can feel like a burden and a curse at first, but it's actually a blessing because you know what? No one's forcing you to do anything for the most part. Like, you can have control over things and you can really make time for what you want to do. And if you don't want to do something, you can say no. You can say no. You can give yourself that power and you can have control over things in your life as an adult. And I've been learning recently to listen to my body and my intuition. Over the past couple of weeks, I've started to listen to my intuition and my body more instead of creating strict plans and creating strict schedules to stick to. So for example, last week I had a day off and I had an appointment in the morning, and then after that, my day was completely free. Usually, if I had a free day, I would try to schedule something to do. Like I'd say, oh, I got to clean, or I have to go and do this thing, or I have to get groceries, or I need to do this task, or I have to run this errand. I would try to fill up my days off with other responsibilities that I had to do that didn't pertain to work, so that, I felt like I was getting something done even on my days off. Lately, I've been practicing just, leaving my schedule open on my days off. Picking 1 or 2 days out of the week where I don't schedule anything. I know I have one appointment and that's it. So I had one appointment last week, and after that, I just walked to a nearby park. I brought my friend's book that she just wrote, and I started reading my friend's book. I started reading a book at the park, and I was just relaxing. And I ended up calling my girlfriend and having a real good conversation with one of my best friends. And I'm like, that's amazing. The old me would have felt like, since I have this day off, I have to schedule this appointment. I've got to call these people. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. I've got to do this, because there's always things to be done. There's always things you can cross off your to-do list. But the point is you don't have to do that. Your body will tell you what you want to do. Your body will tell you things to do next. Your body can lead the way. You don't have to be the one in such control. You can just listen to your subconscious. You can listen to your body. You can think something randomly and do something spontaneously in the moment instead of stressing yourself out about the schedule and the details. And another example of that was another day earlier this week where I didn't really have anything to do. It was a day off. I didn't have anything planned. I was just chilling. And then I thought in my head, walk to the park, bring your Bible, and read at the park. And last minute, I just grabbed my Bible. I went to the park and I read for 30 minutes and then walked around the park near me. And it was really good. It was good to get the fresh air. And I didn't plan that beforehand. That was the first time that I actually read at that park. I usually just go to get my 10K steps. But I just thought randomly, take your Bible, go read. Randomly, that thought came in my head and I started listening to it. So now I'm at the point where I'm listening to the voices in my head. I'm listening to my body and my intuition over forcing a strict schedule, and that's so much better. I feel so much more free when I listen to my body and my intuition instead of trying to force man-made things into my life, because then it just feels forced and it feels like I have to do something instead of letting my body lead the way and letting things just naturally happen with nature. And this goes in regards to working as well. Like if my body tells me, you need to take a break from work. If I feel tired and my body tells me, take today off, rest today, don't go into work, I will take the day off. I will not ignore that voice in my head, and I will not ignore my body. If my body says you're too tired today, you need to relax. You can't do that strenuous workout today, you need to just walk instead of doing that workout. I will listen to my body and do what my body needs in that moment, no matter what I planned before. So like I said, how I was working those 3 jobs, there was a lot of times where I took days off. I wasn't feeling well. I didn't go in. I didn't force myself to work, even though my body was telling me to rest. I started listening to my body, and I feel like once you start listening to your body and your intuition, things will just go so much smoother. It's like your body knows what you need to do, and your body will lead you in the right direction, and your body won't lead you astray. Your body won't lead you astray. Listen to your body first. Listen to your intuition first, and that will save you so much pain, so much stress, and you'll just be so much more in alignment and so much more in line with the universe and how things are meant to go naturally. And you know what? Everything will work out as it's meant to be. And one of the steps of allowing things to fall into place is listening to your body and your intuition. The third and final lesson is your life is yours. Your life is yours. You get to decide what you want to do with your life. You get to decide how you want to live your life. For the longest time, I believed that you had to struggle or work really, really hard or go through pain. And that was just what it took to be an adult. And that's just what you had to do to be an adult. But I no longer believe that. And I don't believe in that ideology anymore. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to go to a job you hate. You don't have to go through life in misery and just feel like, oh, that's just what being an adult is. You don't have to suffer and then chalk it up to being an adult. You can decide what you want to do. You can decide you want to live a fun life. You want to live a relaxing life. You want to do something you love for a living, and you want to be rejuvenated every day, and you want to feel like excited going to work every day. You can decide that and stick by that decision and make choices that align with that decision. And things will start going in the direction that you chose for yourself. You don't have to settle for a life that you don't want. You don't have to settle for a life that you hate. You don't have to settle for a life that causes you pain and misery and tiredness and fatigue. You don't have to settle for that. And in reality, you don't deserve to live a miserable life. You don't deserve to be struggling, and you don't deserve to go to a job you hate or feel like you're not making the most out of your life. You don't deserve that. You deserve the best. You deserve your heart's desires. You deserve to live a really happy life. So you don't have to fall for all of the propaganda and what everybody else around you is telling you that, oh, that's just being an adult. You know that saying where they say there's only two things you have to do in life: pay taxes and die? That's not true. Don't buy into that. No, that's not you. The two things you want to do in life is to be happy and contribute something to the world that makes the world a better place. That's better to listen to than, oh, you got to pay taxes and die. No, mama, we're not listening to that. You don't got to pay taxes and die. You can live the most extravagant life you want to live. You can do everything you want to do. Any dream you have, you can achieve it. Anything you love, you can do that every single day. And once I started living by that principle, instead of, oh, struggling is just the way of the game, that's just the way life is, adults have to struggle, you have to work hard and struggle to make money. Once I got rid of that ideology and I replaced it with, my life is mine, life is what you make it, you can do anything you want to do, you can live your life working your dream job, you can work and have it not feel like work because you're doing something you love to do. Once I replaced it with those ideologies, so many things fell into place. And sometimes you take steps backwards. Like I took a step backwards the last few weeks, but I feel like that was a good thing because it led me to making this video, and it reminded me of the 3 lessons that I'm sharing with you guys now. Like it reminded me to put myself first, and my life is what I make it, and I don't have to keep struggling, and I can do what I want with my life. And when you forget how much power you have, you fall into the cycle of, oh, being worn out, drained, feeling like, oh, life is so hard, there's nothing you can do about it. But when you kind of wake up and come back to yourself and realize you're an amazing person, you have so much power inside you, you don't have to settle for misery, you don't have to settle for a tragedy, you can have the best life that you want. When you start to believe those things again, then you realize, you know what, I don't have to do this, I can say no to this. It's a great opportunity, but let that opportunity be for someone who can hold it better, and let it be for somebody that needs it more than I do in this moment. There's something else out there for me that will align with what I want. So this opportunity, I'm going to say no, and I'm going to keep being me, and I'm going to allow things that align with me to come my way. Because in reality, when you say yes to the things that drain your energy and aren't good for you just because you're scared or just because you feel like that's your only opportunity, you're actually blocking your blessings, and you're actually blocking other opportunities that align with you more, that might bring you more happiness, more abundance, more opportunities. You're blocking those opportunities, and you're taking the option that wasn't meant for you, but you took it because you were scared and you didn't see another option yet. But when you do that, you're blocking the blessings that are actually meant to come to you. So it's important to say no to some things and trust and have faith that the right things will come along, and you're not in the state of survival. You're not in the state of desperation where you feel like you have to say yes to everything. You know that just by being you, amazing things are going to happen because you are an amazing person. So you're going to attract amazing things. So those are the 3 things and the 3 life lessons that will drastically improve your 20s once you start living by them. You can have everything you want in life. You don't have to struggle to earn money. In fact, you can make a bunch of money doing little to no work, or doing something that doesn't feel like work because it's something you're really passionate about. It's something you love. It's something that you want to do. So maybe you're working a lot, but it doesn't feel like work. And it just feels like, oh, I'm getting paid to do what I love. La, 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 la. Life is amazing. That could be your reality. That is your reality. That is what you're meant to be doing. Work is supposed to be happy. Work is supposed to be something that contributes to the world. It's supposed to be uplifting. It's supposed to be helping others. It's not supposed to drain you or make you fall sick or burn you out. Work is supposed to be something that you enjoy doing. So make it something you enjoy doing. Start making small changes in your life towards the life that you want to live. Start making time in your day to do the things you want to do, even if it's only 20 to 30 minutes a day that you set aside for yourself to meditate, to work on your hobbies, to do what you actually love. That's somewhere, and that's better than nothing. There's people that don't give themselves even 10 minutes to do something they love to do. And I understand people have responsibilities, they have kids, everybody's situation is different, but it's so important to try to incorporate some time in your day, every single day, to do what you love and to do what brings you joy and to do what makes you happy. Because the more that you make time for the things you love in your life, the things that make you happy in your life, the more your life is going to be abundant, the more happy you're going to be in your life. That's how you kind of change your life. And that's how you kind of flip the script and switch yourself over from being drained out and ran through to being abundant and rejuvenated and rested, well rested and healthy and healed. So we're all going through it. I'm going through it as well. Like, I'm in that journey where I'm focusing on healing and resting. And I feel so much better that I took the time to reevaluate my choices, reevaluate my schedule, and take out some things and replace them with the things that I actually care about, because it brought me to this video. And now I'm creating more, I'm writing more, I'm doing what I love to do more, and I couldn't be happier. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These are the 3 things that you can do to improve your life so much in your 20s. And the more you keep coming back to these 3 things, the happier you'll be. So thank you guys for watching. And I just want to mention that I also have a business singing and hosting. So if you know somebody that wants somebody to sing for their wedding or a big event, I'll put the link in my bio below, so you guys can work with me and book me for an event or for a wedding or a big celebration. Thank you guys for watching again, and have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.